Forget everything you've ever been told about push-ups. In fact, I want you to prove something to yourself. Drop to the floor and do just one perfect push-up, or at least what you think is a perfect push-up. Go ahead, I'll wait. Finished? Here's the uncomfortable truth. I already know you made at least one mistake. I didn't have to watch you. That's because almost everyone performs push-ups the exact same flawed way. It's a technique most people picked up years ago in school, copied from friends or learned from someone who never knew the correct form in the first place. Then they repeat those same mistakes for years, sometimes decades, without realizing it. And those tiny mistakes come with a huge price. Your chest refuses to grow no matter how many reps you crank out. Your shoulders gradually become sore and irritated. You spend all that time training, but you're only getting a fraction of the muscle building benefits you should be getting. You're putting in 100% of the effort for maybe 30% of the reward. The good news? It isn't because you need more push-ups. You only need to fix 5 simple mistakes. That's it. Nobody ever pointed them out because push-ups look simple, so people assume there's nothing to learn. But once you correct these 5 issues, the push-up transforms from an exercise you casually throw into your workout into one of the most powerful upper body builders you can do anywhere. No gym membership, no expensive equipment, just your body and proper technique. Let's start with something that doesn't get talked about enough. The push-up might be the single most underrated exercise in fitness. People treat it like a warm-up before the real workout. Others see it as punishment from PE class or something beginners eventually graduate from. But the strongest athletes in the world don't think that way. Gymnasts never stop doing push-ups. Professional fighters never stop doing push-ups. Military special forces never stop doing push-ups. The people who rely on genuine upper body strength continue using them throughout their entire careers. The difference is that they learned how to do them properly. Most of us learned our push-up technique from a PE teacher when we were 12 years old and then never questioned it again. So every workout became another opportunity to reinforce bad mechanics until those mistakes felt completely normal. Let's fix the biggest one first, because it's probably beating up your shoulders every single time you train. Imagine looking down at yourself from above during a push-up. If your elbows flare out almost straight out to the sides, your body forms a giant T. It feels strong. It feels natural. Unfortunately, it's one of the fastest ways to irritate your shoulders. When your elbows are that wide, the upper arm is forced into a position where it repeatedly grinds against the front of the shoulder joint every single rep. That uncomfortable pinching sensation many people feel isn't normal. It's your tendons getting squeezed over and over again. Keep repeating that for months or years, and eventually your shoulders start complaining every time you press. Thankfully, the solution couldn't be easier. Instead of letting your elbows flare out, tuck them in so they're roughly 45 degrees from your body. From above, your body should now resemble an arrow instead of a giant T. Think arrow, never T. Not only does this dramatically reduce unnecessary stress on your shoulders, but it also puts you in a mechanically stronger position. You'll usually notice cleaner reps, better chest engagement, and far less discomfort. There isn't a downside. Most people simply never knew this was how the movement was supposed to be performed. Fixing that one mistake alone would probably save countless shoulders. But the next mistake is even more important because it's the reason so many people never develop their chest despite doing hundreds of push-ups every week. Watch the average person perform a push-up. Their arms move, their body goes up, their body comes back down, but their shoulder blades stay almost completely frozen the entire time. That's exactly where the problem begins. Your chest muscles can't fully contract unless your shoulder blades are allowed to move naturally. If they're locked in place, your chest never reaches a full squeeze. Every repetition becomes an incomplete repetition. Every set becomes less productive than it should be. It's like trying to drive with the parking brake still engaged.
Here's the fix. When you reach the top of each push-up, don't stop the movement the moment your elbows straighten. Push a little farther. Actively drive the floor away from you until your shoulder blades spread apart and your upper back rounds very slightly. That final little movement is what most people have been missing all along. For years, you've probably been leaving the most valuable couple of inches of every repetition behind without even realizing it. Now, we've already corrected two major mistakes. Your shoulders are safer, your chest can finally work the way it was designed to. But there's another problem quietly stealing strength from every single set, and most people don't even recognize it as a form issue. This silent rep killer is your body position. Watch most push-ups closely, and you'll notice the hips sagging toward the floor, the lower back arching, and the core hanging loose instead of staying tight. That isn't just bad posture, it's a massive energy leak. When your midsection isn't braced, the force you're trying to produce escapes through your body instead of being transferred directly into the ground. Instead of pressing from a solid foundation, you're trying to push from something that bends and collapses under pressure. Imagine trying to launch a cannon from a floating raft instead of solid concrete. That's what a loose core feels like during a push-up. Before every repetition, squeeze your glutes as hard as you can. Brace your abs like someone's about to punch you in the stomach. Tuck your hips slightly underneath you. Your entire body should become one solid plank, from your shoulders all the way down to your heels. Not a relaxed plank, a rigid plank that feels strong enough to snap a board in half.
3 mistakes are gone. Only 2 remain. And these last 2 are where the biggest transformation happens. They're the difference between someone who simply does push-ups and someone who actually builds muscle because of them. Mistake number 4 is going to challenge everything you've been measuring. And mistake number 5, it might be the single most important lesson in this entire video. Why doing 50 push-ups doesn't automatically impress me. People love saying, "I can do 50 push-ups." Great, now let me watch them. Most of the time, every rep takes less than a second. They drop as fast as gravity will allow, slam into the bottom, bounce back up using momentum, and repeat over and over. That isn't controlled training. This is exactly why so many people can knock out huge numbers, yet still wonder why their chest never grows. Honestly, you could perform 100 rushed push-ups like that and stimulate less muscle growth than 10 properly controlled repetitions. Here's what to do instead. Lower yourself over 2 to 3 seconds. Pause for about 1 second with your chest hovering just above the floor. Then press back up in 1 to 2 seconds controlled. Now every repetition lasts roughly 4 to 6 seconds. That one adjustment changes everything. 10 slow, controlled repetitions will outperform 50 rushed ones almost every single time when it comes to building muscle. The final mistake is even more serious, because this isn't just costing you muscle growth, it's quietly wearing down your shoulders every time you train. The shoulder mistake you usually don't notice until it's too late. Watch the bottom position of the average push-up. The entire shoulder joint drifts in front of the wrists, while the rotator cuff is forced to support the load from a position it was never designed to handle. You usually don't feel anything immediately. Just thousands of tiny repetitions creating stress week after week, month after month, until one day your shoulder suddenly hurts and you can't figure out why. The answer wasn't one bad workout, it was years of bad mechanics. Fortunately, the fix is simple. As you lower yourself into the bottom position, gently pull your shoulder blades together and slightly downward. Keep your chest proud instead of letting it cave inward. At the same time, make sure your shoulders stay stacked behind your hands instead of collapsing out in front of them. More muscle, less unnecessary wear and tear. Out of all 5 mistakes, this one matters the most. Now let's put everything together. Here's what one perfect push-up should look like. Place your hands just outside shoulder width. Keep your elbows at roughly 45 degrees so your body forms an arrow, not a T. Squeeze your glutes,
Brace your core until your entire body feels like one solid steel beam. Lower yourself over 2 to 3 controlled seconds. As you descend, pull your shoulder blades gently together. Stop with your chest about an inch above the floor while keeping your shoulders behind your hands. Pause for 1 second. Now press yourself back up. At the very top, continue pushing until your shoulder blades naturally spread apart and your upper back rounds slightly. Finish the repetition by squeezing your chest. If that's all you can do for 5 reps, that's completely fine. 5 technically perfect repetitions will always beat 30 sloppy ones. And when those 5 become easy, don't just chase higher numbers. Increase the challenge instead. Wear a weighted vest. Elevate your feet. Slow the tempo even more. Those are the methods that continue building muscle, not endlessly counting reps. So here's your challenge. Drop to the floor right now and perform just 1 push-up using every correction from this video. 1 rep, that's all I want. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it, and send this video to that one friend who's always bragging about knocking out 100 push-ups. Trust me, they need to watch this. I'll see you in the next one.